Hey, what's up everybody, it's SNipEz. Welcome back to building SouthLake. So today we're working on, it's either going to be a apartment complex or a office. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm actually bringing this over from Newfield. And then going over the GTA 5 building, it looks somewhat like it, but not as close in detail as I thought. I would definitely have to make it bigger if I wanted it to be exactly like proportioned and all of that. I would definitely have to make it bigger. But as for now, I'm just doing what I can with it. It looks more like an office building than a apartment complex to me. But I think I can still make it work with its surroundings, so I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to get rid of it. But yeah, I'm bringing this building over from Newfield. And in Newfield, I kind of consider it an apartment complex, but at the same time, I could also see it being a work environment, like a office building. So I'm not exactly sure yet, like how I want to do that. But I guess we'll see when it's all finished. And this building's, and not this building, but this episode's kind of in a rush, mainly because I am going away on vacation, and I'll be gone Monday when this comes out. So, I'm doing this on Wednesday of the week before. So, voila. So, recording a lot of ahead in schedule, I guess, would be the best way to phrase it. So, yeah, if you guys don't know, Newfield is my other realistic city that I did before this one. And if you guys don't know why I'm doing this city, a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't know why like I'm working on this city for you guys. And it's mainly because a lot of people did ask me like so much like how I built Newfield. So I was like, well, I want to make one that's a little bit bigger and better than Newfield because I love Newfield still, but I can't expand it yet. It's like, why not make a world that the subscribers themselves can watch me build step by step? I mean, obviously there's some things I leave out, but for the most part, I'm showing you guys like most of the buildings that are getting put in here. Oh, I gotta reload on some night visual and some speed. Yeah, so basically this building here, a lot of repetitiveness, like most buildings, but I think this building, and I know this building will look pretty good when it's all said and done. The hardest part was trying to find the correct spot to put it because I wasn't sure, like, well, would it look good here? Because I almost put it over by the GTA 5 building, but I kind of moved it because it didn't feel right having it in the same area, to where over here kind of felt like a little bit better, to where it's still in a good location, and if it does turn out to be an office building, it would definitely fit in over here, especially right next to the highway. So, this is another reason why it might be an office building. Oh, excuse me. That's I'm calling in my throat. So how are we looking so far? Not looking too bad. Oh, something seems off. Nope, everything's right. I just have to extend this out over here. Yeah, but this is actually the first family vacation I've gone on with my family that I can actually remember. Like, with my entire family. Because we're not a big traveling family, and all of a sudden, like, hey, we're going on a vacation. You want to come with? It's like, heck yeah, I do. I get to miss class. Really, that's not the main reason why I went. It's just because it'd be fun to go with the family. But it was just an extra bonus, I guess. So, I was like, yeah, I'll go. It'd be a good time to hang out with the family. Because the only time we've ever traveled was when I was playing soccer, and we went to tournaments. But I don't play soccer anymore. I mean, never really went into like Washington or different places like that. We mainly went to like Kansas City from Missouri. I mean, a lot of like Tennessee, I think was maybe the farthest one we ever went to for a tournament, which kind of sucks, but understood it. So, because it does cost a lot of money to drive down there, and driving in cars for that long is never fun. Luckily, we're renting a van to go to Washington from Missouri because it takes 13 hours to get there, I believe. So, almost as long as it takes from Missouri to Florida, Miami, Florida. So, takes a while. So, how are we looking so far? One thing I think this building does correctly when I did make this originally was the amount of depth it has from the front and just every side. It looks realistic, which is definitely a hard thing to do in Minecraft sometimes, especially with same and different designs. So I felt like this one kind of captured like how to do that correctly. And if you look, already without even having the sides done, it's already looking like an office building or apartment complex, whatever we want to call it. So we're getting everything put together now, and it's all starting to come together. And I'm making sure this looks exactly like it did from Newfield. I actually have it up on my computer from when I imported Newfield over to PC to work on it and do some of the interior for the buildings. So I'm looking at it to make sure I get everything correct, because this was one of my favorite buildings. It still is. So I was like, I don't have it yet, and I didn't try to make it originally, so why not show how to make one of my favorite buildings? Boop. And oh my goodness, it is hard to talk by to yourself for the entire time. Let's see. So that's coming together. Let's go do the other side now. So I do have some good news for you PlayStation fans. I am getting the PS4. So I will be able to play Minecraft with you guys because, hey, I know a lot of you guys have Minecraft for the PS4. And I know I haven't been able to deliver, playing with you guys and looking at your guys' maps. But now this will make things possible to do that since I'm getting the PS4. So I was actually really happy when I got it. It's on delivery right now. It should be here within the next week to 2. It's coming from New York City, so it will take a while. But hey, we have something to look forward to, right? Finally, I'm getting the... Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? I'm finally getting the PlayStation. So all you PlayStation fans, hurrah! I'll be able to record your guys' maps for the Vision. I'll be able to play subscriber days with you guys. The hardest part for me is going to be switching from the Minecraft, or not Minecraft, but the Xbox controller to the PlayStation controller. And also, not having any of my maps, because as you guys know, you can't transfer maps from Xbox over to PlayStation. It's just not possible. I mean, I might try it, but I'm 99% sure it will not work. Because I'm not exactly sure how the save system works. I mean, I'm not a file person. I don't know all the code and everything that goes into stuff like this. So I'm not exactly sure what all I should be expecting. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do about everything. How are we looking? Looking pretty good. Let's get rid of these real quick. And let me reload on some swiftness. I feel like if I don't build with swiftness, I just feel lost. It's just, you move so slow. But when I play on PC, it's completely different just because PC, you already move so fast. It's wow, whoo, wah, whoo. It's oh, what's over there? I can just teleport. And I really hope they add stuff like that for consoles, but I understand it's so much harder to do. So I can only get my hopes up, right? Oh my goodness. So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot because, I have a horrible memory. So, how's everybody doing this week? Bum 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 bum. And also, I know what I was gonna bring up. I'm not sure if we fully announced everything yet for this, but just in case, I'm not going to say too much because I'm not sure what's all going on with it. But I am going to be on a server with some other YouTubers on the PC. I got invited to one and I said yes. And so I'll be on a server with some other bigger YouTubers. Uh-oh. Where did I mess up? I messed up somewhere. Uh-oh. So it's good there, good there, good there. Why isn't it good here? Where did I mess up? I'm confused. Okay, this one has 3. Okay. Figured it out. Whew, that was weird. I was why isn't everything matching up? Yeah, but I'm on a server with some other YouTubers. I'm not even going to mention who they are yet because, like I said, not sure if we fully announced it yet. But I do know we are going to start recording for it here pretty soon. Wait, I got rid of the wrong one. How stupid am I? Yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool. It's a server, it's something I've never done before. I've never really done, collaborations. So I'm actually really excited to do something like this with other YouTubers. I think it'll be a great opportunity for you guys as well. and also for me because I'll have a good time, be able to bring you guys some new content that maybe you guys haven't seen before from me. So maybe it would just, it's a new way to get out there, you know? It's different, in which being different, I know some people don't like different, but sometimes different's good. So I'm kind of excited for it. It's kind of a building server, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong there. I'm not exactly sure like on all the details yet, so I don't even know everything. I'm still talking to everybody, but everybody does seem very, very nice. So I'm actually, like I said, really excited to work with everybody and just be a part of the server. So you guys might be seeing some of that sometime soon, but just in case, I'm not going to say anything. So let's see, let's have this come up too. Boop 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 boop. Ugh, it's so hot in my apartment, but it's not. It's like I'm in between hot and cold, but I don't know if I want to put the air conditioning on. I'm not sure if I want to put the heater on, because also it keeps my electric bill down, which last month it was only like $90, which was actually really good. I was like, yes, that's so much better than the $200 it was almost at before. So do we want this coming all the way up on both ends? I think it'd be a good idea. So what, we basically got all this done in just under 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes. That's pretty good. So this is kind of what the building is going to look like, guys. So this is what the building is going to look like. I don't know. Let me know in the comments whether you think it should be a apartment complex or a office building. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm horrible with coming up with stuff like this. I'm not sure like what it should be. So let's have that come all the way up and go back down. And more swiftness. And building back up. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Now we just have to figure out where's the middle. So let's go. It would start from in here is what we want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make sure it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we want to do is we want to have one here and here. And we want to have two things in the middle, so we need one more in each. So what we need... Wait, if... I'm trying to make sure I get this right. I don't want to mess this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think should be right here. Okay. Alright. So if we had it here, we're going to have this here in the middle. And then, yeah, so this is perfect. So we figured this out. So this is going to go all the way up. Bump, 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 bump. And I might change a couple things on the exterior, especially, mainly not the front, but the sides of the building. I might add a little more detail to them, like more windows and stuff. Because as of now, wait, this isn't right. I messed up. No, I messed up. Bum, 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 bum. Going back up and getting rid of all the stuff I just did. One thing I hate about messing up is having to get rid of everything you just did. Lucky it's not too bad. Bum 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 bum. And okay, there we go. So it needs to start here. There we go. And now we can go up and everything should be correct. And one thing I need to make sure I don't do is mess up on the floors, because one thing I do remember is I messed up on the floors and like where everything needed to go. So I'm gonna try to make sure I get all that correct this time and not mess that up. But hey, no guarantees. I mess up a lot. Boom, boom, boom. So since I am getting a PS4, I'm gonna be able to interact with you guys more, like I plan on doing. But one thing I want to know is like, what kind of videos do you guys want to see? I know a lot of people want to see tutorials, guys. I do. I understand that you guys want to, but sometimes it's just not possible. So what kind of videos and like series do you guys want? Do you guys want like let's plays of like different games, or like what? I want to know what you guys want to see, because you're the ones watching the videos. I want you guys to enjoy them. So down in the comments of this video, I want you to put it, like what kind of things you want to see, or even if you have a new idea for a series, you can let me know in the comments, or even better on Twitter, because I'm more active on Twitter and I'll most likely see it better. So that's something I really want you guys to do, just because, like I said, I want to know what you guys like, because that's the biggest thing. I enjoy making the videos, but I also want you guys to enjoy them as well. I mean, that's one of the hardest things that I have to do, is try to please everybody, which is almost impossible. I understand, like, you can't really please everybody with everything. There's always going to be that one person who's not happy about something. So I understand that. But for the most part, I want to know, like, what you guys are into and what you guys want to see. So, like I said, let me know either in the comments or even better on Twitter. Because like I said, Twitter is my most active social media platform that I'm on. And I check it more than anything. Just because the thing is, like, there's a whole bunch of things going around about, especially like about PewDiePie and everything, and about how he disabled comments, and this was a big deal. A lot of people talk about it, and people were wondering, it's like, well, is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? And PewDiePie, I'm 99.9% sure you guys all heard of PewDiePie. I don't really watch his videos, but I do know who he is. He does have some funny content. But he disabled comments because he was saying it was too full of spam, and it was making it hard to connect with his bros, as he calls them. And I understand that, because people do like to advertise on YouTube. People in comments saying, hey, go check out my channel. A lot of people do it. What people don't understand is that's actually not a good way to get your channel name out there. That's actually the worst way you can probably do it. Because people get tired of it. But also, I understand what people are coming from, because I feel like I don't comment on too many videos. It's very rare for me to comment on a video. But if I do, it's fun to comment, because one, I like to read through comments. It's fun. Like, even on my channel, I like to read through comments, because there's a lot of good messages, but there's also a lot of bad ones. And I think the hardest thing for YouTubers is to balance out different, like, the hate and the likes. And the hardest part for people is, even if a video has like 4,000 views and you have 200 comments, for example, and maybe 100 of those are negative, maybe even 150 of those are negative, people take that seriously and they take that to heart. But the way I've always looked at it, and how a lot of other people look at it, is the people who aren't happy are going to be the ones who speak out more. And that's why I try not to pay attention to them. And I think it's funny when they say something and they do something like that. But I'm not going to go out of my way to make these guys happy when they're complaining. And it's just one of those things to where, if you don't like something and people don't like whatever you're doing, just forget about it. It's not that big of a deal. Because the people who don't like stuff are the ones who are going to say something about it. The people who don't mind it aren't going to comment. They're going to like, okay, I like that, and they're just going to leave it. I do that. I watch Achievement Hunter all the time, and all I do is I just watch the videos. I don't comment. But I understand, like, people want to comment, but if you look at comments, there are a lot of the times about hate, and there's always people who are good and say, like, I like your video and stuff like that. And those are the comments you got to focus on, not the bad ones. The bad ones can be good sometimes, but for the most part, they're not. You kind of have to, like, to tone those guys out and, like, have a filter, I guess, would be the best way to phrase it. Alright, well, I think this is a pretty good area to stop. Also, in the comments, let me know, because I know I've been skipping around from, like, building to building on this series. Like, for example, last episode was on the GTA 5 building, and this one's on a new one. Would you guys rather me cut up this into parts, and so you guys can see me build the entire building? Or would you guys rather me just skip and go on to the next one? So let me know in the comments about that as well, if you've watched this far. If you have watched this far through, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll talk to all you guys later. And again, thank you for watching. It is greatly appreciated. And bye. I'll talk to all you guys later.